My name's Grant Weber, and I'm a lead here at Mountain Mike's.
Ruth Steele, principal, San Ramon Valley High School.
Work at Lots of Pasta. My name's Chris.
The district requirement is actually that all campuses are closed for safety reasons, supervision reasons, liability reasons, etc. So deciding to give the privilege back to seniors was more about how appropriate is it to have half our student body allowed to go versus one group. And because seniors are older, more mature, more responsible, and they're seniors, there are some inherent privileges that go along with that. So it's more about giving the privilege back to just seniors because it seemed like a nice rite of passage for seniors.
But I have heard from some of the other servers that there was a decline in business around here.
Monday through Friday, we get a really good amount for lunch, the seniors that come by.
Your business is pretty important to my boss. He really appreciates it. Like I said, we have to schedule some time around like putting bread in for you guys, making sure that you guys get in and out on your schedule, works with our schedule, that kind of deal. If you guys were to stop coming here every midday, not only would my life be a lot more boring, but our business would suffer.
Safety-wise, there's two big issues. There's responsible behavior, which is not always happening. So we've got kids that use drugs off of campus. They might go and drink alcohol off campus. That's a personal safety issue for kids. We've got students who leave campus and they park on the street or in the neighborhood knowing they can drive off to other businesses. So some of their driving practices are especially dangerous, and we've had a lot of near misses with students who rush out of school, get in their cars and drive. Big picture safety wise, it's kind of a responsibility issue because we have to know who's leaving, know who's coming back, and be able to account for students. So that's kind of a responsibility piece.
They throw their trash out. They don't cause any mischief, which I appreciate. Makes my job pretty easy.
If it was a closed campus, it would be almost impossible to enforce because there are so many ways to get on and off campus. And what the district office has talked about doing is actually fencing in all the high schools, which would cost a fortune because you've got hundreds and hundreds of feet worth of fence. So the only way you could effectively close campus would be to put up a huge amount of fencing, which San Ramon Valley High School is not going to be able to afford or pay for. Neither is it our intention. So if it were to be closed, the district would have to actually properly fence the whole school. Otherwise, it would be pointless even trying because there's no way we could have people at all the different gates and all the different places. And that's not the goal. The goal is to leave it as a senior privilege, just so you know.
I think it's better with more kids, obviously, because the more kids come for lunch. So the more there are, the better the business is going to be.
None of the revenue from the cafeteria comes back to the school. And most schools' food service programs run at a loss. They don't actually make money. I think ours is almost breaking even. But I don't see the budget for that because food services are run through the district. So there's no financial benefit. If your question is, do we benefit the more kids have to stay on campus? The answer is no, because none of that revenue comes back to the school. It would make it easier for the food service program to offer more variety if we were serving more students, and we would have more leverage in improving it if it served more students. Because right now, I think we sell about 200 meals a day, which is about 10% of our student body, which isn't very high. And it's difficult to make a profit running the facility in any way, shape or form if you're serving so few meals, because obviously the more you serve, the better you are about breaking even. So, but that revenue doesn't come to us anyway. It's rare for high school programs to even make a profit, and if they make a profit, that's used to then maintain the kitchen, buy equipment, and hire employees. It never comes back to the school site. I wish it did. It would be kind of nice. Then we'd have more incentive to do things differently. Right. If campus was ever closed to all 4 grades, there'd have to be some redesign of that whole space, which is part of why closing campus to all 4 grades doesn't really seem like it's ever going to happen, which is fine. I think having seniors go is good.